Thank you very much. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome. I will call to order this regular meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, today being Tuesday, March 3 of 2026. We would ask if you have a cell phone, if you'd be kind enough to put it on vibrate or silent. We appreciate that courtesy. We'll also note that this meeting is being live streamed and also recorded. We always start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'd ask you to remain standing for a brief moment of silence. Controller Prestapine, would you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you, everybody. As we do in every public meeting, well, I guess we need to have a roll call to establish a quorum. Excuse me.
Commissioner Sinata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. As I was saying, we always have time during our meetings for public comment, two opportunities, one in just a few moments and then one before adjournment. You're welcome to speak both times or one of the two times, or if you're just here to listen, that's also fine. We ask that your comments be related to county government matters, and that if you could try to limit your time to about 5 minutes or so, we would certainly appreciate that. Hopefully everybody got a copy of the agenda, and the item would be row officer reports and discussed on another matter. But David, do you have anything over and above that? Thank you, sir. Always nice to have you with us. Dropping down, oh no, that does take us to public comment. Let me open up the floor and see if anybody at this time would have a comment they would wish to make. Hearing and seeing none. Once again, we'll do this before we adjourn. Under fiscal and contractual, we do have a bid opening today, and that's, I believe that's why the controller's with us. Mr. Prestapine, if you'd like to come up front. This is for bids that were advertised for the annual various county-owned parks and our budgets throughout the county. And David, are you able to tell us how many bids we received?
two.
Okay. Would you mind proceeding then?
No problem. We received two bids from Beyond Corp in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, and one from Pyatt's Landscaping in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
That's okay. Take your time. Story of my life, spinning around. Okay.
Okay, Beyond Court, the bid is $68,360. It's landscaping, $70,959.
David, thank you, and I know that this system does guarantee there's obviously a deadline they had to meet, and obviously they met it, otherwise they wouldn't have been allowed to enter into that. Is that correct? Okay. With us is Rebecca Schaefer from our planning office, which oversees and administers this maintenance effort every year. Obviously, I'm sure you would like for us to table these bids so that you and your staff can look them over and consult with whomever it is you would need to consult with. Any questions or concerns on your part?
No, not at all.
Mr. Sanada, any questions? Oh, pretty straightforward. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Well, gentlemen, as we normally do, we would table these and give the planning office some time to review them and then come back to us in the next week or so whenever you're ready to come back for us to take final action. Dave, anything else before I take a motion to table? May I have a motion to table?
I'll make the motion that we table.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Dave, thank you very much for joining us today. Take care. Next on the agenda, speaking of the Controller's Office, we have their warrant registers that are submitted to us. These ones are dated February 24, 26, and 27 of 2026. Dan and Chris, take whatever time you need to look them over. And whenever you're ready, I can entertain a motion for us to accept these documents.
I've already looked them over and I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll look them over as well. I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Assuming there are no questions, then we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Next on the agenda, we have the minutes of the February 24 Commissioners meeting. Gentlemen, if you take the time you need to review them, and then whenever you're ready, I can take a motion for us to adopt them.
It'll apply to me. I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. If there are no concerns, I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under written communications, we have one document to enter into the record. It comes from a firm known as PVEDI-AE.com. That must be their website address. And they are writing to us on behalf of Elwood Remelt Steel which is based at Furnace Street in the city of Newcastle. They're letting us know that Elwood Remelt Steel intends to file a plan approval application with the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection for the installation of a new air emissions source. Its project name is known as a homogenizing furnace plan approval, and this is going to the DEP's Meadville office for review, specifically their air quality program. The document is signed by Dennis Ritter, Senior Technical Advisor. Gentlemen, would one of you wish to make a motion for us to accept and file this document?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. If there are no concerns, I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. Takes us down to commissioner reports and comments, and today, Mr. Sanada, you're first.
Thank you, Chairman. Just a couple of things. Last week I wasn't at the meeting, but I was actually in Washington, D.C. I had an opportunity to participate in the NACO organization, and we had an opportunity to spend days dealing with various county issues from across the country. Many of them affect Pennsylvania and Lawrence County, and I was very happy to represent the county at the conference. This was the third time I participated with them, and participated in some committee meetings, and look forward to continuing a good working relationship with them. There was probably over 30 commissioners and staff from CCAP, as well as various counties throughout the state. We had an opportunity actually last Tuesday. I couldn't call into the commissioner meeting because we were up on Capitol Hill. We had an opportunity to meet with both Senators Fetterman and McCormick, and they both gave us about a half hour of their time, and we talked about the priorities affecting counties, and I thought it went well. So that's where I was last week, and I came back and I joined both of my two colleagues up here at the event in Elwood City Friday night for the fire department. I see Mike Occhibone was there as well, and it was really a nice event. I think this is the third year I've got a chance to participate, see the great work that the fire companies do throughout our county and our state as well. And it was a nice event to honor those, and with especially Elwood City and the many calls which they had. So that's pretty much all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Sanada. Appreciate your update. Commissioner Kennedy.
The only thing I'll add to that, Chris, is the last night you and I went down to Acrisure Stadium for the upcoming NFL draft. Me personally, I think it was a waste of our time, but I think there's more for the vendors and what they have coming on and wanted to let us know what streets and what they were going to be doing, but we'll see. I don't know how much we'll participate in it besides just our transportation, National Transit Authority. Supposed to be helping them out. As we get closer, we'll get more information on what they want us to do. That's about it.
Thank you very much, Dan. Chad, not to put you on the spot, but I hope you've been communicating with out of the Pittsburgh area about this upcoming event.
Yeah, right now they're not asking for anything in particular. Two things that we may send down to assist is our Toolcat little vehicle with our firefighting unit in it. They're worried about being able to move engines and larger apparatus around the city, so they want the Toolcats down there to help out with firefighting efforts. They can drive them. They're small, 300 gallons of water, pump everything. And we may be taking our barricades down. And like normal, we take our signboards to the larger events for traffic control and showing people where to go, detours and everything. So it's kind of, we have meetings every couple of weeks, different committee meetings where we discuss it. And right now, Allegheny County, City of Pittsburgh are saying nothing yet, but have all your stuff ready. We'll let you know. Because they're planning and they're keeping us in the loop. But as of right now, from the sheriff's office, Baki will probably have a role in the event for the bomb sniffing abilities and everything. That's a whole separate committee that works with Chief Janetti, Director Janetti, and the Law Enforcement Committee and the K-9 task force, whatever. But they're keeping us in the loop, and it's just kind of sit back and wait, and they'll tell us what they want. So,
Thank you, especially since I hit you cold with that.
oh, that's okay.
Thank you for the update. Dan and Chris, thank you both for attending last night. And do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. I just want to make note of three upcoming meetings. Tomorrow, the Conservation District Board of Directors, I sit on that board on behalf of the commissioners. They hold their public monthly meeting at noon tomorrow at Sony's Restaurant out in Shannon County. Next Tuesday at 8:30 a.m., and we will have a legal announcement, legal ad in the paper. The Board of Elections will be meeting for a special meeting for the purpose of designating the polling site for Shenango Township 3rd District. You may recall that we petitioned the Court of Common Pleas a while back, asking for their approval of merging the former borough of South Newcastle with the 3rd District of Shenango Township, which surrounds the former borough on 3 sides. Judge Cox did issue an order giving his approval. So the step we now have to take is designating the polling site. So that's what we will be doing next Tuesday, the 10th of March at 8:30 in this room. It'll be open to the public. And then a week from tomorrow, the 11th of March, the monthly meeting, public meeting of the Lawrence County Planning Commission will be taking place at the Hutchison Community Center in Shannon Township. And that is, again, open to the public. That's all I have this morning, so thank you, gentlemen. We move on to new business, and the first item, what number is this one, Vanessa?
25.
25. This involves our Human Resources Office. Mike, would you mind coming up to the microphone, please? Mike Acabone is our Human Resource Director, and he and Mrs. Vanasco, in conjunction with our county solicitor, Attorney Medore, have been working on an update to the county's government employee handbook, and you wanted to give us a summary of that.
Sure. Every few years, we just update the employee handbook. And it's mostly just policies and procedures for employees. Some of it is just updates on information for such things as FMLA, short-term disability. Other items might be new systems we're using, like executive time, and some policies and procedures that the controller's office would like to make part of the employee handbook so that it gets easier for processing for everybody. So basically, it's nothing that's not done every few years. We just spent a lot of time with the controller's office making sure that we covered a lot of what needed to be covered, and that's basically.
And thank you for making, I neglected to mention the controller's office, so thank you for doing that. And we also thank our solicitor because obviously he reviewed it. The resolution actually has a good summary of the document. It's probably a good 8 or 9 pages in this resolution. So I'm going to start with Commissioner Kennedy and see if he has questions or concerns.
Not at all.
Thank you. Mr. Sanada?
No.
Okay, thank you. Joe, obviously, as county administrator, this is certainly a document you need to refer to quite frequently. Any concerns on your part?
None whatsoever. Just thank you to Mike and his staff. They did a good job with this.
Thanks.
Thank you, and I would agree. And again, the solicitor has reviewed it and given his seal of approval. Is that correct?
Right until the last minute.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for your diligence on this. If there are no other questions, could I have a motion then for proposed resolution, what did we say, 25?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 25.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25.
And I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. Mike, thank you very
Thank you very
much. Have a great day. Proposed resolution 26 is brought to us this morning by the Public Safety Department. And our Director Chad Strobel is with us. Chad, looks like we're entering into a contract with an organization out of Wexford, PA, known as Schneider Electric / Gemco Renmark Sales. And maybe you can tell us a little bit about them.
Correct. This will be the latest annual renewal of the contract with Schneider Electric and Genco. They service our UPS, our uninterruptible power supply for the building that keeps all of our systems online in the event of a power outage. We're required by Commonwealth and FEMA to have a uninterruptible power supply to keep everything running. Should we lose power to the building and that does not work, it could take up to probably half hour to 45 minutes to get all the systems back up and running after they shut down a lot of servers and all the connections and technology. So this contract for $11,169 is 1 year of their service. They'll come out and do a maintenance, look over it, 24/7 emergency response within 4 hours. He gets back up and running and just make sure our power supply does not shut down. I think 90% of our building is on uninterruptible power. And we'll lose a couple TVs and administrative offices, and the blowers on the HVAC system will shut down for a second, but everything else is covered on it. And hopefully within 10 seconds, our generator picks up. So this is kind of that gap to fill to make sure we do it. Had a contract with them for, since we got the system in 2016 when we moved into the building. They've always done well. We've never had an issue with any downtime, any problems. We're coming up on a battery replacement here in the next year or so they'll handle that as well. But yeah, I'd like to return the contract with them and keep our service running and make sure we don't shut down and lose everything. So.
No, I appreciate that. It's a critical need, obviously. Mr. Sonata, do you have questions for Mr. Strobel?
No, Chad, you were pretty thorough, so.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy?
No, not at all. The only thing is yeah, that's one building we really do need this in. Shut down at all, so no problem.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And Chad, appreciate you bringing this to us. This is proposed resolution 26. Could I please have a motion?
I'll make that one.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. And if there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Chad, thanks for coming down.
Thank you. Are you even here for the budget amendment later on, or it's just to move some of our 83% funding into the accounts to start paying some of our contracts and services and
We
stuff?
do this every year, don't we?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, then I don't think, unless you gentlemen need Chad's.
Just move down to that house. And
Uh,
yeah, and we let you get back to what you have to do, Chad.
Vanessa, what does this do to your order?
So it'll be number 30.
3-0?
Yes.
Well, Chad, this is proposed resolution 30, whereby we are taking a grant in the amount of $98,168 of the 911 revenue fund account. And then we are distributing those dollars as follows: $25,000 to the Lawrence NG 911 GIS post-migration project, $2,147 to the West Core SENet maintenance project, $58,437 to the I-Corps master site maintenance project, and $12,584 to the Butler Lawrence shared recorder project. Again, this is West Core upgrade and maintenance, but do you have anything to add to that?
No, those are all of our normal accounts we use. Again, I-Corps is our radio system. That'll keep our portion of the multi-county radio system running. The West Core is our shared phone system amongst the, I think 13 counties. One county's not on it yet, but it should be soon. That'll keep our portion of our call handling equipment up and running, make sure we can receive our 911 calls and make our administrative calls. The GIS, that is where our portion of Al Miller's salary for planning comes from, and we're also going to put a portion of that towards the possible GIS upgrade project that's coming through with some of our 83% funding as well. And then the shared recorder is the system that we use between Butler and ours to cut costs. We got our own recorder at plenty of capacity that we need to get our own. So we'll share part of the bill with that to keep our licenses up to date, to interface with our radio and phone system. So there are normal splits for this time of year, and then we'll get our next quarterly payment and split that up to where it has to go as well. So,
Well, thank you for staying on top of it, and I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has questions. Thank you. Mr. Sanada? Okay, thank you. This is proposed resolution 30. Could I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both gentlemen, and if there's no other discussion, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Chad, thanks very much for all your help today.
You're welcome. Thank you for the support. Have a good
Yes,
day.
sir. You take care. This takes us back to proposed resolution 27, which is from Children and Youth Services. Donald Andrews is with us. Hi, Donald. Hope you're doing all right. Yes, good. We do this periodically. It looks as though we have an employee from Children and Youth Services who would like to participate in the Child Welfare Education and Leadership Program known as CWEL. And in this case, the employee's name is Megan Shaner. Donald, I'll turn it over to you, and you can give us all the specifics, please.
Yes, we are asking for the board's approval for Megan to participate in CWEL, pending approval from CWEL after the commissioners give approval. Megan would participate part-time as we have transitioned to that program. As of last year, she would be the second employee for the upcoming school year to participate in the CWEL program. She's currently a caseworker 3 with our agency, and yes, she would participate part-time while maintaining full-time employment, still carrying the caseload with no reduction.
And it says it's the 26-27 academic year. You wouldn't happen to know when that starts, would you? If you don't know, it's okay.
I believe it's in late August.
Oh, okay. So, wow, you're ahead of the game here. Okay. Thank you, Donald. I appreciate you sharing this. I'll see if Commissioner Sanada has questions.
So Donald, you're efficient today as usual.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kennedy, may I have a motion then for proposed resolution 27?
I'll make that one.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Well, Donald, thank you so much. Will we see you next week, do you know?
I don't believe.
Oh, well, we miss you.
Come back.
Take care. We have Jerry Zona and Megan Gehring from our recycling office with us. Good morning to both of you and welcome. And this is interesting. I'm anxious to hear all about this. You'd like for us to enter into an agreement with the Wayne Township Volunteer Fire Department to allow for a glass recycling drop-off program to take place at their facility, which is on State Route 65 at the bottom of Mile Hill in Wayne Township. I'll turn it over to you folks, and if you'd be kind enough to give us some of the details.
Sure. Yes, so for quite some time now, we've been working on bringing glass recycling on a permanent basis to the residents of Lawrence and Mercer counties. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we are getting there. If all goes well, everything will be on the ground by the end of this month. This was work done through a grant that Megan got through Mercer County, and I know 2 grants, very significant, like the fullest dollar.
160 times.
And so we were able to purchase a number of glass recycling containers. There's going to be a public education campaign that's getting started here at Broadcast. So this gets us to the site. So one of the sites will be here at the courthouse. We're just going to add on to our big proving site. And the Wayne Township Volunteer Fire Department has agreed to be the second site for Lawrence County.
Well, that's really good news. I'm certainly pleased to hear that. I'm reluctant to ask this question because they're being very generous in allowing us the use of their property for this. But I know in the southern end of the county for paper recycling, we have a site in Perry Township. We still have one in Elport Borough? We used to. We still have one in Elport Borough. A number of years ago, the Township of Wayne allowed for a site at their municipal building on State Route 288 that's no longer there. And then, you have to go over to Enid Valley Borough hosts the site. Do you think they might be open to allowing a facility for paper, or do you not want to go down that road at this point?
They were reluctant to go down that road. We talked this to the fire department a number of years ago. So, we were very pleased with the fact that they were willing to accept the glass.
Yep.
And our approach to the glass recycling program is we're going to try it. We're going to be buying some surveillance cameras to be able to put up and monitor the site from a couple different angles. So if it doesn't work out, we can pull the bin easily enough. The bins are attractive and try to make them look nice for the public. So we're going to see what happens.
Good.
But that would bring glass recycling to the southern part of the county.
Yeah, absolutely. I that's why I was a little reluctant to even ask the question. We're most appreciative of the fire department. And they do have a nice big parking lot. A lot of room to move around. So I'm going to ask Mr. Kennedy for any questions or comments.
None at all.
Thank you, Mr. Sonata.
Jerry, is this glass part of the, maybe toward the glass facility
Yes.
last year? And it's quite impressive. Is this part of that?
It is. That's a great point that you bring up, Commissioner. Commissioner toured the glass recycling facility with us last year. One of the things about this program we're pretty excited about is the fact that this is glass to glass recycling. So the glass will go from our sites to be stored up in Hermitage, and then the glass recycler, Cat Glass, that has the facility, will set up a tractor trailer, process it to clean it up, and then send it off to market. So it's a great operation. But yes, the glass will.
Remember you were talking about this last year, so this is starting to come to fruition.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's good to see that. I was impressed with that facility.
We were too. It was, you think something that looks as dirty as glass that comes out, it's amazing ready to go to market.
They put it broken down like green and yellow and red and whatever colors
Yeah.
it was. Went to a different, those machines, they have a brain of their own sometimes.
Who's been your main point of contact at the fire department?
Wes Cunningham?
Yes. I think he may also be a township supervisor, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's also a township supervisor. No, please express our appreciation. Please let them know that the board certainly appreciates their cooperation. Well, in order for this to happen, though, I would need a motion for Resolution 28.
I'll make a motion to accept Resolution 28.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any other questions? We'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Hey, we thank you both.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Have a great day. Next on the agenda,
We'll stick around.
what we're doing is updating an existing resolution that was passed back in 2022 that established the Lawrence County Opioid Advisory Committee. This was when the county started to receive funds from the various companies and organizations that were being fined, and those dollars are now being distributed to counties throughout the Commonwealth as well as throughout the country. Well, back in 2022, we established this board, and you've been the chair from the outset, or was Commissioner Spielvogel the chair?
Commissioner Spielvogel started as the chair.
Chair.
Yes.
Now, what we're essentially doing here today is updating this resolution, principally, I think, to reflect a couple changes of the membership. But Joe, and I apologize, beyond that, the other whereas, does that pretty much stay the same?
Yes, it stayed the same. It's Commissioner, it's generally just an update of the board members and with the changes and so forth. And two major changes that had to be made off of the resolution from 2022 was, first and foremost, Commissioner Dan Kennedy became our commissioner representative on the board. Secondly, in that time frame, former President Judge Dominic Motto, retired, or went, I guess retired is a good word for it, and then I know he's still doing some judge duties, but, and President Judge, Cox joined the board. So those are the two major changes in names. You had mentioned Commissioner Spielvogel at the time was the chair of the board, and she was a commissioner representative at that time. She remains on the board, but now as a jail liaison to the board.
Now, thank you for clarifying that. The resolution does name the current members, and there's a couple more that I'll add over and above what Mr. Vanasco just mentioned. But they would include our district attorney, Josh Lamancusa, as noted, Commissioner Dan Kennedy, Mr. Vanasco, Judge Cox, or his designate, John Bout, the Children and Youth Services Director, Scott Baldwin, the Director of Mental Health and Developmental Services, Rebecca Abramson from Lawrence County Drug and Alcohol Commission, and as noted, Deputy Warden Loretta Spielvogel from the Lawrence County Jail. This committee reviews requests that come in for funding, and then before they make a recommendation, the final decision is made by this board, but there is another step, and that involves the State Opioid Trust Board. So you forward your recommendations onto them for their review.
Yes, our local board has the right to approve and deny at a local level. However, we will not go to the Board of Commissioners and ask for payment until till the opioid trust in Harrisburg gives us the okay that it's an approved program. I know some counties do it differently, and this prolongs the process because it usually takes 3 or 4 months for that trust to get back to us. But it's the safest possible way with those dollars to ensure that the program is going to be approved by the trust prior to payment.
And I think it's a prudent approach, and it's yet another set of eyes.
It is.
Well, thanks for your leadership as chair of the board. Wasn't it just last week we approved a disbursement?
Yes, we did. And that was actually a September submission, so we had just received the green light. So just a little time frame to show what the time frame is.
Thank you. We thank Mr. Kennedy for his willingness to serve as a member of the advisory board. With that, I'll turn it over to you for any comments or questions. Thank you. Commissioner Sanada?
I have that as well.
Okay, thank you. Well, that all being said then, may I have a motion for proposed resolution 29?
I'll make that one.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. And as we noted a few moments ago, we did approve proposed resolution 30, which is the public safety 911 budget amendment that we discussed and then ultimately approved. Under announcements, this board will meet once again in public on a week from today, Tuesday, March 10 at 10 a.m. in this room. We noted previously that a week from tomorrow, Wednesday, March 11th, the Lawrence County Planning Commission will hold their public meeting at the Hutchison Center at Pearson Park in Shannon Township. And then remind everybody that it's not on here, but just remind everybody that next Tuesday, March 10th at 8:30 in the morning, the Board of Elections, which consists of 3 commissioners, will convene a public meeting for the purpose of designating the polling place for Shenango Township Precinct 3. Let me open the floor for public comment.
Is there still a League of Municipalities meeting this week?
Yes, there is. Thursday, 11 o'clock at the Hutchison Center in the Shannon Township. Glad you asked that. Thank you. Anything else from the public? Hearing none. Debbie, I'll have your packet here for you. Final comments from my fellow commissioners, Mr. Sanada.
I have none.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy? Thank you, sir. Vanessa, Joe, anything we maybe perhaps overlooked?
No.
All right, we thank you both. There being no other business to be brought before this board, may I have an adjournment? I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carries. This meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Debbie, here's your packet. Oh, what's going on up there today? Well, it's,